Okay, what I'm going to show today is how to do, it's described in the assignment as upper and lower limits. It's really validation, but we'll go with what the assignment calls it because it's quite straight from the spec. So what we've got then is number of lates. So when someone enters a number of lates, we want to make sure that it's a reasonable number, all right? So it's got to be greater than 0 and maybe less than 1,000, all right? So at the moment, when we put their lates in, so if I put Ron's lates in here, that is number of lates there, yeah. I could put that many in, which is clearly ridiculous. Also, I could put minus a value in, which is also ridiculous, all right? So we want to have upper and lower limits. So it's got to be greater than or equal to 0 and less than 1,000, let's say. All right. Now I could use between, but I don't like that because it's not very programming. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a validation rule in for that. So what we're saying is I've got number of lates here and I've got a validation rule. So what I'm saying is it must be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to, well, they're not going to be 1,000, let's say 100. Okay. Now, if it's not in that range, it will give us a message. So we're going to pop up a message here and say, must be greater than 0 and less than 100. Well, less than or equal to 100, but anyway, you get the idea. Right, so that's the validation rule there. Okay, so let's view that and let's see if we can get it right. Right, so it's, yeah, okay. Right, so it might have deleted some stuff that didn't fit that. So 34 is okay, so let's try 56, that should be okay. Click up there, it was fine. Let's try 0, that should be fine. -1, we're expecting an error now, yeah. 100, that should be fine. And -100, not so good, all right? So this is basically able to put in our upper and lower limits using a validation rule, okay? There we go.